Welcome to Spec Ed 440 Advanced Behavior Interventions. I am your instructor, Dr. Schultz, and I'm looking forward to our class this semester. I know that you had anticipated a couple years ago when you worked on your plan that this course would be face-to-face, and because of the pandemic, it's now online. But I have taught a graduate version of this course online for several years now, and starting at the end of last spring, when changes happened because of the pandemic, this course was put online too. And so we will still have a little bit of fun, hopefully. I think I define that term differently than you might, but we definitely will learn a lot together and we will cover a lot of material. So in this course, you probably noticed from looking at the syllabus that the modules are set up in 2-week modules. And this first one actually has more than 2 weeks because we had a short week this week. And so I didn't put extra content into the short week. I wanted to ease into the semester. I like to ease into classes in general anyway, a little bit, but especially right now with the pandemic. I know there are a lot of extra stressors and a lot of things that are continually changing for a lot of people. So you have this week to look through material and see what's in Canvas. And over the course of this week and probably into next week a little bit, I will be putting up material. But otherwise, after this, everything you need for the week will be posted, or for the module, will be posted at the beginning of that 2-week period. And then you'll have 2 weeks to complete everything. And the way it's set up is that I imagine you on that first week going through the reading, going through the materials that I provided, starting with that. Then you have time to come to me with your questions, and you can email me or access me in some other ways, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then the second week, you will finish up the tasks that you have for that week, and then take if there's a quiz, take the quiz. The quizzes actually happen at the end of each unit, so there isn't a quiz in every module. The quiz will happen once we've covered all the material for that particular unit. And so there are 4 quizzes in this course, and the lowest score will be dropped. So there's one for Unit 1, one for Unit 2, one for Unit 3, and then a review quiz toward the end of the semester. And then the Canvas will drop your lowest score, and only 3 will count toward your grade. This course, when we are not in a pandemic and when it's face-to-face, would typically align with field work, and you would do a project for this course in the field. And so at this time, due to the pandemic, those are completely separate. And so I will talk about field things in our fieldwork Canvas site. And our project for this course will be done using videos and case study material so that you don't have to have access to students to do the project we would typically do in here. And the way I've set it up, and it worked really well last semester, is that we will do all of that during our last module. So instead of working on the project throughout this semester, we're going to work on all of the different pieces related to content for this course, just like we would if we were face-to-face. And then instead of going into the field and doing the project, we will work on the project at the end of the course. So I'll put up what you need during that last module, possibly a little bit before that, sometime during Unit 4, and then you will use those materials to complete your final project for this class. So that's the way class is set up. In terms of accessing me, I will post some office hour options where you can come ask your questions. I typically, for online classes, like to do some time in the chat room in Canvas because it's a really easy way for me to have some time set aside where I'm telling you I will be right in front of my computer and you can pop in with questions and get immediate answers. So I'll have some of those times set up. And then in this course, I like to provide the opportunity for some live lectures. There will be no meeting times that are required. I keep everything asynchronous. I think that works best. I know that works best for this course, and especially with the pandemic and the given the fact that nobody would have expected that this class would be going online when you created your undergraduate plan with your advisor. So I'm keeping everything asynchronous uh, so that you can time things so they work for you. But I do like having the option for live lectures so that you can come to the live lecture or discussion and ask questions and listen and interact. And then any of those that I hold that where I cover content, I will record. And so then there will be a recording available. And so those will show up later in the modules after I have everything else posted. So I will always have everything you need, the readings, any materials, handouts, PowerPoints, and the information for whatever is due during that module on that Monday morning when the module starts. And then during the module, you might see a video pop up for any live sessions that I held that are recorded. I will then post those for you. And so I'll be using this week to put together the schedule for different live sessions and office hours, and then I will post that in Canvas so you know when those different times will be, and then you can access me that way. And then, of course, you can always call. When you call, that will go to my office on campus, and as you know, many of us are not on campus right now, so I'm remote. And when you leave a message, I'll be able to access that message from my home office, and then I can call you back. So that's not the best way to get a hold of me, but it's a way if you are someone who likes having a phone call. And then email works really well. I'm on my computer a lot, especially during the pandemic, so I can return emails. And then again, accessing me during those office hours. I'll also post information about how you can set up individual meetings. One way will always be to email to ask for a meeting, and then we can do a video conference like this or a phone call. Or I might post a link for my calendar. I did that last semester, and that went pretty well, so that you can just sign up for times. So anyway, I just wanted to take time to introduce myself. I think it's helpful to have a face and a voice to go with material at the start of a class, and also to let you know that this first week really is for easing into things. So I'm not expecting you to do anything except hopefully log in and look around in Canvas a little bit, and then know that I will be posting things throughout the week for you. And I guess that's it. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions. It can be any kind of questions, but obviously, especially content related questions. I know for my undergraduate students, a lot of you expected to and prefer to learn face to face. And so this might feel a bit different. And the fact that so many of your classes are online or hybrid or remote is a little bit overwhelming and not what you're used to. So I do understand that, and I have room for flexibility, and I'm here to support and help you. So just keep the lines of communication open. As long as you do that, I can always help you and get you what you need. And that's the one downfall for me as well. Typically with my undergrads, I would see you all face to face, and it's much easier for me to be able to assess how you're doing and answer your questions on the spot and tell if people are confused and provide additional support. And so I can't see you either, so you have to make sure to reach out to me if you need things, and then we can go from there. So I hope your semester is off to a great start. I am looking forward to working with you this semester, and I will see you in Canvas.